Imagine a life where you do the exact opposite of what you secretly know you should do, where you wait for motivation, say yes to everything, and measure success by other people's likes. Congratulations, you've booked a one-way ticket to Miserable-ville. I did. I followed the advice listed below, and it cost me time, confidence, and so many maybe later dreams. Today, I'll walk you through the exact lessons I ignored and the tiny, repeatable moves that undo them. If you want to be miserable, keep doing what I did. If you want to be happier, stick around. I'll give you 5-second swaps you can start today. What I did? I told myself I'd start when I felt ready, inspired, or motivated. Newsflash, motivation is a mood, not a strategy. Waiting for that surge is like waiting for a bus that arrives whenever it pleases. Why? It makes you miserable. Nothing moves forward. Projects, health, relationships, they all stay paused. Because motivation is unreliable. What to do instead? Start before you feel ready. Commit to 5 minutes. Set a 2-minute timer and take one tiny imperfect action. Action creates momentum. Momentum produces motivation. Quick example. Want to write? Open a blank doc and type one sentence. That's the bridge from someday to actually doing it. What I did, I said yes to everything over time, favors, social plans, because I wanted to be liked. I thought scarcity of people's approval meant scarcity of value. Why it makes you miserable? You end up exhausted, resentful, and with no time for what matters. People respect boundaries more than they respect constant availability. What to do instead? Practice 1. Honest no per day. Short script. I can't commit to that right now. Done. No guilt required. Boundaries are the price of peace. Quick example. If someone asks for a favor that drains you, say, I'm flattered you asked, but I can't right now. What I did, I polished, rewrote, delayed, and then missed chances because my standards were actually fear wearing a suit. Why it makes you miserable? Perfectionism eats deadlines, joy, and growth. You never ship, you never learn, you never celebrate. What to do instead? 5-second swap. Embrace good enough for launch. Use the rule, ship at 80%, then iterate. The market or life will show you what matters faster than your inner critic. Quick example, publish a blog post. If it's 80% ready, publish and improve after feedback. What I did, I deferred important life goals, travel, learning an instrument, starting a side hustle because someday felt safe. Why it makes you miserable? Dreams do not age well. Waiting robs you of urgency and makes regrets grow louder with time. What to do instead? Pick one, someday, and schedule it this week. Put it in your calendar like a non-negotiable meeting with yourself. Quick example. If you want to exercise, schedule 20 minutes on Tuesday and treat it like a business meeting. What I did? I avoided hard conversations because I feared arguments or rejection. So problems festered and relationships decayed. Why it makes you miserable? Avoiding conflict isn't peace. It's a slow-acting poison. Unspoken things become explosive later. What to do instead? 5-second swap. Use the tell plus ask formula. Start with truth, then invite collaboration. Example, I felt overwhelmed lately. Can we talk about how to share the load? Quick example, request a small change instead of letting irritation build into resentment. What I did, I chased promotions, followers, and a curated image because I equated them with success. Why it makes you miserable? External metrics are fickle. They change. They don't track whether you actually enjoy your life. What to do instead? 5-second swap. Define 3 personal metrics: energy, learning, and meaningful connection. Check those weekly. If they're improving, you're winning. Quick example, replace likes with how much I learned this week. That shifts your actions toward growth. What I did, I let my phone and other people's priorities steal my focus. Why it makes you miserable? A fragmented attention span kills deep work, joy, and presence. You lose time to endless scrolling and reactive existence. What to do instead? 5-second swap. Create one 25-minute focus block, daily Pomodoro. During it, no phone, no notifications, pure attention. It's amazing how much progress a single focus session creates. Quick example. Want to finish a chapter? Do 3 focused Pomodoros and watch momentum build. So there it is. 7 mistakes that will reliably keep you miserable if you insist on them. The good news? Each one is reversible with a tiny habit change. 5 seconds, 1 sentence, 1 scheduled meeting with yourself. Do those enough times and your life will quietly and then dramatically shift. Final challenge. Pick 1 lesson from this video. Put the 5-second swap into your calendar this minute and comment the timestamp below. I'll read every comment and reply to the ones that took action. If this helped, like the video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a merciful kick. If you want the printable checklist and a short email guide, grab the link in the description. Thanks for watching. Do the small thing today. Future you will thank you loudly.